Hey there, and welcome to another Dave Does video, and today we are doing Patreon requests. That's where one of the lovely patrons gets to pick up to 3 videos per month for me to react to. Today's Patreon has asked me to check out some more Aha. We're checking out the song Living Daylights, and it's a song I do actually know, and do you know what? I completely forgot that they did this. It was only when the request came through, and I was like, there is another Aha song that I knew before I started doing these reactions to them. So Shine on TV and Take on Me and Living Daylights. There you go. Which is probably the 3 that everyone pretty much knows, but I obviously know a lot more than that now, having done a lot of reactions to them. But I'm looking forward to checking this out because I genuinely haven't heard this song in a very long time. But I do know it, so it can't be a true first reaction, but it is a live performance that's been requested, so that's why it's still going to be classed as a reaction to the performance. Let's get into it, find out what this one is all about. Living Daylights and Aha. So just a quick thing, because I'm sure there's going to be comments there that I'm not paying attention. I am listening. I'm just trying to find a little bit of research about the track and the origins of it, about whether it was written specifically by the band for obviously the Bond film, or was it written and then they took it for the Bond film. So that's the reason. So I had that information. So I am not. It's not that I'm ignoring this, not paying attention. So I just wanted to say that because I know people go, "You're spending all your time looking at your phone." I am looking into his information about, you can't see anyway, but I'm looking at Wikipedia, some information on there, so apologies, but I just wanted to make sure I had that before the video finishes.
This is your last chance in history. One louder. All right, bounce. Thank you so much.
Very cool. Was that the last song of the evening for them? I'm wondering, or encore or something like that? Because like the big old confetti thing at the end usually is. Okay, mixed bag for me on this one. So the reason I say that is I think it was great concert footage from interaction with the audience. I think that's a great thing they did, getting the guys singing it, and I think it would have been amazing to be there to do that. I didn't find, I don't know, I maybe I remember the song differently. I know I will talk about that. There's obviously two slightly different versions of the song, the one that they did and the one that had John Barry for the film. We'll talk about that in a second, but I don't know, it didn't feel that strong coming across. Or maybe, I don't know, Harkett's vocals seemed a little thin for me. Maybe my ears are just not working today. Maybe it could just be me. I apologise if it is just me. It just, for whatever reason, I just didn't feel the strength that I remember the recorded version of this song having. Just might be because obviously it is a live version, so it's always going to sound slightly different. So that might be the reason behind it. I don't know why I'm putting my headphones on. I don't know. I meant to get my phone, not my headphone. Let's have a quick look at the information about this. So obviously written by Aha, so it wasn't just a song that was given to them for them to perform. So it was great that they actually wrote it. But we've got John Barry is credited as a co-writer and producer, even though the band wrote it. Now, I get the producing credit, because if you make changes to a song and stuff and you make creative changes to how the song is structured, then fair enough. But if you had no involvement in the actual writing of riffs, parts of the songs, you should not be put as a co-writer. So I disagree with him being put down there based on the feedback that people say that the band has said that he had no involvement in the actual writing. Feels there was a bit of a disagreement about how things were done, because they wanted their version and he wanted an edited version for the soundtrack. But that tends to be the way with the soundtracks. They want it to be slightly punchier at points and stuff like that. So they're always going to have those album or soundtrack versions of songs. But it's good that they then reworked it a year later and put it onto their own album. So it's good from that point of view. So I liked that. It was, I remember the track before this that they put out as a single was Manhattan Skyline. I liked that song. That was a really good track. But I do like this era of Aha, this late 80s era of the band. There was a lot of the stuff we've covered I've really enjoyed. We just did, what was it, Memphis, which not a big fan. Move to Memphis didn't do anything more for me. The mid-90s sound, I prefer their 80s sound, but I do like some of their kind of cool rock vibes. There's some of their R&B vibes as well. So it's not every song is going to always fully resonate with me, but I did. It wasn't bad. I think I liked it more from the audience participation point. I really enjoyed that element of it, and how they got the crowds involved, and it made it a great experience for the audience. And the sound that the audience were getting is going to be completely different to what we're getting through a TV or a monitor screen and some sound cards, it's going to be a completely different vibe in the actual auditorium or in the concert venue. So yeah, it's a great song anyway. It's a great track, and I don't know. Maybe in my head I just remember it from the movie so much that I was expecting this bigger thing, and actually they probably did a great job, and it's just not achieved the expectation that maybe I had in my head. Hope that makes sense. So I hate it when I give these sort of feedbacks and everyone goes, "Oh, you're just shitting on, or you're giving grief, and you're being down on a song." And I'm like, I'm not intending to. I'm just trying to explain how I feel at that moment in time. It's the trouble with doing honest reactions rather than saying what everyone wants you to say. But yeah, it's a good track, and it was a great performance from a live stuff. It just didn't sound as good as I remember it sounding compared to the album version. But we've got some more AHA to do in a minute, so let's see what the next AHA does for me. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, and of course I'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.